Hi everyone, and thanks for joining me today for another episode of Gold Wingnut Live. Each week I answer your questions about things happening in Sumter County and the villages. These weekly broadcasts and the construction update videos I produce are two of the ways I bring information to you about the construction happenings here in the villages. At Gold Wingnut Productions, I also provide a photo video service for new homes under construction. If you're building a new home in the villages and you need someone to watch the construction for you and send you regular updates, then contact me through my website, goldwingnut.com, and arrange for a photo video package for your new home. I've nearly 20 years in the construction industry as a project manager, and in the last 6 years, Gold Wingnut Productions has provided this valuable service to over 300 homeowners. I know the work the various trades are doing, and I know when the work's being done right and when it's not. I'm not just taking pictures like some others do. I'm watching your home build with a trained eye to help ensure everything is done right. So go to goldwingnut.com and arrange your package today. Now let's get started with the show.
Before we start, I need everyone watching this to know something. This dog sat in a shelter for 2 years and not one single person ever came to meet him. Not one.
Yeah, I didn't really understand why. I'd hear people walking by and I'd stand up, just in case. But nobody ever stopped at my door.
Man, 2 years of waiting like that? That's rough, bro.
Yeah, they put me on the list, the one dogs don't come back from. I was shaking so much they said that nobody would pick me. But that volunteer, the one who kept visiting me, she didn't give up. She fed me real meals, told me I mattered. Because of her, a rescue stepped in. Right before my day came.
Wow, right before your day came. I'm glad you're still here, but I know you're not out of the woods yet.
Today's different, buddy. Today, our whole audience is here, and someone out there is going to see you. I can feel it. So go on, man. Tell them whatever's in your heart.
I kept waiting for someone to stop, just once. They never did. But maybe you're hearing me now, and if you choose me, I'll spend the rest of my life saying thank you without ever needing words.
Each human who gets a pet should sign a paw pact. The paw pact means that if you get a dog, you promise to love the dog for his or her whole life, no matter what. That even if you move, you will take the dog with you. Even if you have a baby, you won't give up on him or her. And even if you get another pet, you will still love your old dog just the same. The paw pact means forever.
My name is Wix, and I'm going to help you survive Florida. Now today, we're going to talk about surviving one of the most dangerous seasons when it comes to being in Florida. And I know there's a non-Floridian saying, hurricane season, hurricane season. No, it's not hurricane season, y'all. It is snowbird season. Driving with the snowbirds has to be one of the most dangerous activities that Floridians participate in on a daily basis. And with the influx of non-Floridians plus the snowbirds that are coming 6 months out the year, it's making traffic even more dangerous. So I've outlined a few tips to help you survive snowbird season. Tip number 1 is now you have to leave 15 to 30 minutes earlier than your normal time, just to ensure that you get to your destination on time. Tip number 2, find all the back roads that you can. Only use main roads when it's absolutely necessary. Remember that, because that's gonna help you survive this snowbird season. Always pay attention to your surroundings, because I guarantee you that there's a snowbird that is going 20 miles per hour across 3 lanes of traffic just to get to that turn lane. And last but not least, if you are between a snowbird and Costco, you are in danger, because those snowbirds will do anything in their power to get to that Costco. If that means going through you, so be it. Now with these tips, hopefully you will be able to survive this snowbird season without any minimal inconveniences. My name is Wix, and I'm here to help you survive Florida.
Here's a great home that's on the market. It's at 3753 Coin Loop in the village of Hammock at Finney, right next to the Red Fox and Gray Fox golf courses. It's just a short drive to Magnolia Plaza, or if you really need to get there, it's just a short drive up US 301 to get to the Florida Turnpike. This home is a gardenia. It's one of the more popular floor plans here in the villages. It's almost 2,000 square feet, and it sits on a 2.5-acre pond. And the lot is big enough to have a pool if you want. It's got a stretched 2-car garage and golf cart garage with epoxy floors. With beautiful 12 by 24 tile flooring throughout the house and 42-inch cabinets in the kitchen, there's a breakfast nook in the front of the house, and at the back of the house, a beautiful, huge, oversized lanai. It's nearly 28 by 17 feet, and it has a finished epoxy floor also. This house isn't move-in ready. It's move-in ready and enjoy the village lifestyle today. It's got most of the upgrades done to it that most people do. It's got beautiful landscaping. It's got the epoxy finished driveway and garage and lanai and front sidewalk, custom closets. It's a split floor plan, so you have your privacy, and if you have guests or family coming to stay a day or two, they're in a separate part of the house. And going out to that lanai, it has stacked sliding glass doors. Now, what's a stacked sliding glass door? That means that the doors go all the way open. So instead of just having 1 or 2 panels go open, all 4 come open, and you have a wide entrance into the lanai, which really helps bring the whole house together. This beautiful home truly is the quintessential Florida retirement home. If you're interested in seeing it, contact Star or Rihanna and ask for your personal showing. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Gold Wingnut Live. I'm your host, Don Wiley. Today, I thought I would be a little more formal, so I'm wearing a tie. What do you think? Gotta have a little fun. It's the Christmas season. So, I hope everybody's had a great week. I know I kept busy myself. I had to go to Tallahassee for 2 days, and yesterday I was in a couple of parades, one in Lake Panasoffkee and the other down in Webster. I had a great time throwing out candy. We probably made a couple of dentists a year with all the candy we threw out, because the kids are going to eat cavities. And you know, there's a couple of doctors that are, well, they're going to make a fortune too because of all the diabetes patients that we made. Oh my gosh, we had a great time though. Today's sponsor is Shade Master USA. Great company. Lots of great products for your shade needs, whether it's blinds, shades, something for outside, inside, garage door, lanai, you name it, they've got it. Great company to work with. Of course, Magic Stairs, great company. I've been in touch with Ron this week because I screwed up my Magic Stairs. I'll tell you about that in a little while. But they're taking good care of me, kitchen-wise, closet-wise. Scott and his wife April are fantastic people, great products. Also, Surf to Turf Home Inspections, another great company. If you're going to get your home inspected with Surf to Turf, remember to make your reservations as soon as possible. Things are getting backed up with all the new homes. So you know, if you're closing tomorrow and you decide, well, I got to get a home inspection, you're probably not going to get on the schedule. But anyway, so let's see. What's going on here? Let's see. Hi, looking forward to today's episode. Thank you, Join Maine. All right, so I ran into Craig yesterday. I was out shooting my houses between parades. So, you know, we had the parade in Lake Panasoffkee. It started at, I think, 10, and oh great, I got smoke coming out of my head. It started at about 10. We finished up. I came up. I had 25 houses to take pictures of, and I had to be back at Webster by 4:30. So it was a busy day. 25 houses, and in the middle of it, there was rain. So I was really just having a blast. All right. But you know, the Christmas parades though were great. I unfortunately couldn't be in the Wildwood Parade on Friday evening. I had some prior commitments that I already made, and I had just gotten back from Tallahassee for county business. Anyway, so anybody got any questions? Ask away. Let's talk about something that came out. You know, there's been a lot of talk over the last year about what's going on in Middleton, and one of those things was finally announced, and that was a Genesis gym. Now I talked about that in one of my videos. Oh my gosh, had to have been 9-10 months ago. I found a map online, and it has proven to be pretty accurate. So let me show you where this gym is going to be at. Let me pull up the web browser. All right. Web browser, there we go. All right, so here we have Middleton. And if we zoom in, there we go. So here's Central Parkway coming here. This is Landstone Boulevard. If you don't know the history of Landstone, it's a development that was supposed to occur in this area, oh, jeepers, early in the century. Doesn't that make you sound old? You know, if you start talking about turn of the century, that's not that long ago. Y2K, remember? But anyway, where is it going to be? So right here, if you can see the mouse, okay, this is Central Parkway, this is Landstone, this is Gartner, and just south of this retention pond, this whole area is going to be, excuse me, where the Genesis gym is going to be. My throat is getting dry today. Got a new Christmas coffee cup. Scott and April over at Kitchen Wise, Closet Wise sent me a nice package with some cookies in it and some hot cocoa. And not ready for the hot cocoa right this minute, but it's working great for the coffee. Beautiful cups that came with it. But anyway, yeah, so let me zoom in a little bit more. There we go. So here's Middleton. You know, we've got what's his name? Victory's Family Sports Grill here. We've got Four Rivers. We've got Middleton 24. Right here is where the hotel is going. And it's this big plot right here, just to the northeast of the traffic circle. That's where the gym is going to be. And the main entrance, this is going to be the main entrance, so there's going to be a secondary entrance in the back. And yeah, right over here, this lot right here, that's where my lovely bride lives. And I visit frequently. That's our house over in, what's it called? Moultrie Creek. I can't even remember. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so we'll get a nice back view of that, but that's okay because they planted a bunch of trees along this area right here. And last I looked, they're starting to fill in. All right, let's go back. All right, so we talked about that. What do we got here? Nobody's got any questions so far. Wow, I think this is a first. And we only got 50 people on board so far. So if you saw the pre-videos that I run, you know, I had a little bit of humor in there, a little bit of love for the animals. You know, if you don't know anything about me, I am a huge dog lover. I have 2 golden retrievers, Lily and Sully. Occasionally they show their heads. The AI that does the background removal doesn't always work that well and doesn't pick them up. So, all right. You know what? Good question. Where is the new Publix on the map? Good question. Easy one. This big circle right here, let me bring it down, put it in the middle of the screen. So this area right here, or excuse me, the whole big, wait. Let me get my bearings straight. Yes, Publix is right in this section right here. The store is going to be right in here, and this is parking. And there's something else going here. I don't remember what it is, though. But parking, Publix, it's going to have a liquor store, drive-through pharmacy. They're really making a lot of progress on it. Down here, a little farther south, this is the Hamlin Hotel. They've started on the 3rd floor walls. So it is coming along very quickly. It's starting to block our view of the Tracy. So it is what it is. Yeah, the Tracy is right here. This is where the Tracy's at in Middleton. All right, let's go back. All right. Let's see. Oh yeah, Muskie's chiming in. Hi, Muskie. Good to see you. Thanks for reminding everybody. Yes, please subscribe and like the channel. It helps. I tell you, I don't know. Talking to some of the other YouTubers, YouTube is really, it's strange. You know, we get compensated because of the ads they put in, and you know, the duration helps and things like that. And they got some formulas that they use to calculate what we get compensated. In the last year and a half, it's dropped to half of what we used to see. Nobody knows why. Nobody can explain it. Let's see. Victoria wants to know, how many years has Brownwood and Scooter the DJ been putting on the Christmas pajama party? Long as I can remember. Yeah. I've been here, well, gosh, it'll be 12 years in April that Debbie and I have lived in the villages. It's unbelievable. Let's see. Jim wants to know, hey Dawn, the construction with the concrete wall homes, how do the first strips mount to the wall? I guess the foam is glued to the walls. Yeah, the foam is glued to the walls, and I believe they use nails that are designed to go through the concrete. Honestly, I haven't looked that closely, but I will. You know, remind me before we take the mid-show break, and I'll go look at some pictures, because I just took a bunch of pictures yesterday, about 400 of them, and some of them I can see that furring strip. I'll see if I can't figure them out. Let's see. Let's see. Feeling. Good. Oh, this is a good one. All right, let's see. We'll start with Craig. Any new info on the retail at Marsh Bend and Old 470? Nothing yet. On schools, how do you feel about the pretty loud announcements from the stadium lately? So I've heard them. This week they had a tournament, or excuse me, I guess they were the finals for football. They had 4 football games this week, and yes, there are announcements. So if you read Sumter County Code, okay, on noise, they're operating perfectly fine. They're allowed to go till 10 o'clock, and I believe they can get waivers for that. I don't know if they did get any waivers, but they can go till 10 o'clock under the code because of what they are. It's in section 15 of the Sumter County Code. You can look it up on the Sumter County website and read about nuisance noise, and it doesn't meet the criteria. Anybody that moves that close to the stadium and didn't expect to hear the announcements, you probably lived near an airport too and didn't expect the airplanes to go over. You know, it doesn't happen that often to make it annoying, in my opinion. You know, I saw a post on Facebook. Some individual was trying to get letters written, you can write the letters, and you're going to get the same response I just said. It's allowed by Sumter County Code. It is perfectly legal. So it is what it is. I mean, if you listen carefully, you can also hear the cement plant. What's the name of it? Ash Grove cement plant. That's the big cement plant you see over by the Middleton residential area, just beyond it. And they make basically cement mix, and it can be noisy. The new homes and that are helping block the sound, so it won't be too bad. All right, let's see. All right. So Sherry says, good afternoon, looking very festive, Mr. Don. Thank you for sharing everything in the villages. Does anyone know how much further each direction the village will expand in the next 10 to 30 years? Good question. Let's see. We'll go back to the map. We're going to zoom out. And we're going to zoom out, and we're going to zoom out, and we're going to zoom out, and we're going to zoom out. And you see the dark green area? This is what they own. Okay? Well, they own more than this. They own some land over here. They own some land down here. That's the mascot property. But this is what they're working on. They're actually down in this area right now, way down here, doing the initial land clearing. They've cleared most of this land through here. The county line runs right about here. And nope. Right about here is where the county line runs. And so this is Lake County. This is the old Secret Promise property. But this is about 20 plus years of additional growth. After that, who knows? Again, they're acquiring more property. So who knows what they're going to do? But hopefully that gets it. I hope that answers your question. All right. Let's see. The turnpike is too loud as well. Who'd have thought? Yeah, who'd have thought? Yeah, I know. When I read that online, I thought about the folks over in Monarch Grove that got great deals on houses that were adjacent to the turnpike, and then wanted somebody to build a sound abatement wall. Well, it's certainly not going to be the developer. He's done. His commitment is done with you. The turnpike is being widened to 8 lanes. That starts, I believe it's late 26, early 27. And I'm still trying to find out. It should be easy for me to find out, but I haven't been able to get any definitive word yet from the Turnpike Authority about a sound abatement wall. Initially, when they did the surveys, it was long before the area south of 44 was being developed, and they said, no, sound abatement walls aren't being built. Well, things have changed. If you haven't figured out, things have changed a lot in the last decade. Let's see. But yeah, whether they will build a sound abatement, I certainly hope they do, because that is a big change when you're doubling the size of the turnpike. They've done it farther south. I don't know why they wouldn't do it here. Let's see. Iram says, do you know the date for SantaCon will be held in Sawgrass this year? I don't know. I honestly haven't tracked it. I normally don't know about it until like the day it's happening. Somebody tells me and asks me to go, and it's like, I'm not going to be wearing a Santa Claus outfit, so it won't be me. Sherry says, thank you for the answer. Have a blessed December. Thank you. Victoria wants to know, do landscapers come year-round or stop this time of year? This is Florida. things are still growing. Now, the St. Augustine is fairly dormant. If you've got the zoysia, it's dormant right now. You know, I mean, the St. Augustine at the Moultrie Creek house I have, it's been 3 weeks since it's been cut in the front. In the back, it gets cut every other day because of the navy mow. But it's fine. In the summertime, if it goes more than 7 days, you're going to be you're going to be dying pushing the lawnmower. So SantaCon is next Saturday. Okay, that's good to know. Let's see. All right, so this is an interesting question. Within Sumter County, approximately what percentage of the total property tax revenue comes from residential versus commercial? Well, if we look at the ad valorem tax, which is what you're asking about, 80% of that comes from the villages, which is almost pure residential. So commercial is perhaps 10, maybe 15% at most of the property tax. You know, haven't focused on that too much in the last couple of years. We've been focusing more on the split between the villages and non-villages sections because of the fire assessment. Because that's where we're looking at the assessments and how they have to be determined. Let's see. Lot dimensions for some of the lots in Long Prairie are on the Sumter, PA site. Won't be long now. I agree. You know, we're going to start seeing stuff right after the New Year down there. I'll bet the people at the end of Sophie's Point don't care for trucker engine braking, including braking going into the toll plaza. You know, great comment there, John. When they were building Sophie's Point, I was looking at that and I was like, man, that was so close to the turnpike. And then I saw some of the prices. It's like, I mean, beautiful lots. Some of them on the golf course on water, but ouch, you know. Yeah, I know there's some homes over in Citrus Grove that they get a nice view of the golf course, and there's no sound abatement wall there or berm, so they also get a nice blast of the turnpike traffic. Let's see. Matthew wants to know your opinion on the misuse of non-residents using the pools. I would say, I mean, you know, so you got to understand, renters, if they're renting and they get the guest pass or temporary pass, whatever they call it, that's completely allowed and legal. You know, the amenity fee is being paid on that home. Doesn't matter who's in the home, they get the option to use it. But outsiders, you know, from outside of the villages who aren't residing here, whether they're long-term or short-term, doesn't matter. But those outside, you know, it's small. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't exist, because I'm sure that on some of the border areas, you know, up at the far north end, you know, I'm sure they have occasions where people are using it. But I don't think it is, nobody is being taken over. I mean, you know, maybe somebody's got their grandkids here, or excuse me, their adult grandkids here, and they're visiting and they're using the pool. Okay, technically, no, can't do that. Is it as big a deal as people are making it? I don't believe so. You know, we've got over 100 pools, they want somebody to monitor the pool. Do you realize how much that would cost? I mean, holy mackerel. The amount, take, let's just say one person. One person, they're going to be making, let's say $15 an hour, which I guess is about the minimum wage or close to it right now. If you're going to have somebody there 8 hours a day, that's 2,000 hours a year. That's $30,000 per pool, times over 100 pools. That's $3 million. Okay? Um, that's insane. That's insane. And by the way, that's just their cost. That doesn't include the employer side. Because remember, the employer's got to pay Social Security and whatever benefits, workman's comp, things like that. It, it's not a bigger problem, and it certainly isn't warranted of the cost that it would take to fully monitor. You I guess if you want to go down that avenue to the outsiders in the town square, there are no outsiders in the town square. The town squares are open to the public. It doesn't mean just the villagers, that means everyone. Um, you know, it is a commercial area, and the businesses want everybody's business. There's plenty of evidence that proves that uh, you know, okay, I'll say it. Many villagers are cheap. We go back to looking at Katie Bell's. People say, oh, they closed it down, blah blah blah. Why'd they close it down? Because it was losing money. It was losing money hand over fist every month because people were going in there, camping out, watching the entertainment, and buying air conditioning and ice water, and they couldn't make a profit. And guess what? Harold Schwartz would have closed it down a lot sooner than that. My understanding is that his son and his grandson kept it open longer, just in memory, but they finally realized it was bleeding too much money. So, yeah. Uh, uh, the businesses got to have customers. So, let's see. Muskie says, I suspect the people that are demanding pool monitors are the same people that want amenity fees capped. Yeah, probably so. Okay, Jerry wants to know, any idea what's being built north of the turnpike? Are they adding lanes underneath the turnpike? North of the turnpike. Okay. Um, so north of the turnpike. I'm assuming you're talking about there's a commercial property development going on 301 just north of the turnpike. It's on the west side of 301. That's like 8 commercial properties, some large strip mall of some sort. Um, uh, Adding lanes underneath 301, or excuse me, underneath the turnpike. I'm assuming you're talking about 301. So when they widen, uh, the they're going to be addressing that. They've got to make the bridges wider, but they also need to make them longer because 301 is being widened. Right now, what's happening is a temporary fix, and it'll probably be that way for about 3 years. Then when the turnpike gets up there, it'll be reworked again. So I think that answers your question, Jerry. If not, chime in and we'll go at it again. Let's see. Sam Propane. Wow, that's a hot name. Oh, sorry. My 19-year-old grandson was asked for his village's ID card at the Olympia soccer field. He presented his card and was all clear. Anyone over age 1 needs a guest ID. There you go. Imagine that. You follow the rules, you have no problems. Good for your grandson. This is from Tammy. She wants to know, Dawn, who is in charge of our streets and sewers in Moultrie Creek? I happen to have a main sewer on the curb where all the neighbors' water drains, and the curbing is black and looks disgusting. The curbing is black, and if you want that curbing cleaned, you're going to have to clean it yourself. Okay, you can pressure wash it, but there is no maintenance for pressure washing curbs. And you know, it happens on all the concrete. If you go north of 44, you'll see what's called ribbon curbing along the sides of the multimodal paths. And it's black most of the time too because of mold. You know, there was when they were talking about, this was about 8 years ago, we were talking about reflectors on the multimodal path and striping and all this other stuff. And people said, well, let's just clean that. That's all we need to do. And it comes back. But no, there's no one that's going to take care of that. Muskie says, Dawn, are you saying businesses aren't charities? No, they are not. Businesses exist for one reason, to make money. When they make money, they pay people, employees that work for them. You know, my little business, I got one guy that works for me. He does a lot of the photo work. And Adam is a great young man. He's 30, but he does, that's young. I remember when that was old. I remember when I turned 30, it looked like a freight train coming down a tunnel. I got really depressed when I turned 30. Here I'm getting ready to turn 65. Wow. Jerry says, yes, 301. Yeah, good. I'm glad that cleared it up. Let's see. There's a comment coming up. I'm going to pull that up. All right. Where on the property appraiser site are people looking at the lots? Well, let's go over to that. So this is the Sumter Property Appraisers. We're gonna use the GIS map. Click on agree. Let's zoom in and see what we can find, because I haven't looked in that area. All right, here we go. No, I don't even know where the heck I'm at. I gotta zoom back out. Oh, okay, we were down by Lake Pan. All right. There we go. I see the area I need to be. Let's zoom in. So this, we got parcels. Okay, it's showing parcels. Got to give it a second to show up. I'm not seeing any parcels pop up yet. I don't. Oh, hello. Doggone Apple computers. But this is, if any place, this would probably be the area where I would expect the first ones to pop up. You can see over here, this is Shady Brook and Water's Edge up here. And you can see the lots, but there's nothing appearing down here. I have seen quite a few plots come up for the subdivisions, but that's over on the water management websites. Tam and I have 9 employees. It's not cheap, folks. Yeah. I don't know what you do, Craig, but yeah. Just you know, employees are incredibly expensive. I mean, my one is a 1099 employee, but you know, he works good. He works hard for me. I pay him well. He does a good job. All right, let's see. Any Eastport updates? Well, let's see. Yes, there are. Starting Tuesday, they are doing preview tours of the Olympia Recreation Center. You can go to the village's website and sign up for that. I signed up for one. I'm going to be there at 9:30 Tuesday morning. I couldn't help myself. Had to go look. I have a friend of mine, Dave. He's he has a dog. I can't remember his name now, but I see him most mornings when I take Sully and Lily over to the dog park. I get over here early, get them over to Sophie Doodles, and they go nuts playing around. He works there. He recently got hired by the rec department, so he works over at Olympia. He won't share any pictures with me, but he did tell me the day that that came out. He says the place is absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to see it. I've been looking in the windows and I can't see anything. What else is going on? So that's happening. There's rumors of music starting here in a little over a week in the square. We'll see. I don't know how valid that is, but it's starting to come to life. It really is. One of the bars is open right there by the entertainment area. They just repaired the awning over the right-hand side of the entertainment area. It had come down. What else is going on? There's I think it's a clothing store that the village has announced. It's one of the alley stores. If you remember, let's pull it up. We'll jump right in here and take a look at it. I'll show you where the clothing store is at. All right. We'll zoom in on. Come on. My Windows or my Apple mouse isn't working well. All right, so here's the Welcome Center. It's down in this alley right here. I think it's like right here. I don't know if you can see it on the map. I apologize. I've tried to figure out how to make this mouse bigger, but it doesn't work. But yeah, so right here behind, is that Oakenstone? No, that's Tacos and Tequila, which is, I'm looking forward to tacos and tequila. That's two of my favorites. All right, let's see. Let's head on back. Will Wildwood own all the rest of Sumter County villages? Doesn't seem fair. Well, all that area I showed earlier is in the city of Wildwood. They annexed the property. Yeah, well, I take that back. The stuff that's in Lake County, that's in the city of Leesburg. I know some of the commissioners on the board over there in Wildwood. They have their own show to run, and it's it's their show to run, and they're wanting to continue to expand the city. Pluto Lotus says the villages are selling some of the Street of Dreams homes in Wellpoint. Some are already pending. They are months away from opening a new Street of Dreams in Long Prairie. Why sell so soon? I don't know. I would assume it's probably they've got some duplicate floor plans. For example, there's a premier home and a designer home that are the same floor plan, but the difference is a 10-foot ceiling. It won't take them long. No, I mean, once they break ground, it'll just go like gangbusters. I heard some businesses closed already in Middleton. True. Mark, I have not heard that. There is a lot of. I mean, there aren't that many businesses. If anything, what's the name? There's like a convenience store, Provisions. I thought it was a little overpriced, and it was associated with Villages Grown, but if anything, that might be the only one I could see at this point. But there's not that many places. There's lots of restaurants open, and the restaurants are doing gangbusters of business. But beyond that, I haven't heard anything. Let's see. Sherry says, it's hard to believe the villages had all started with a manufactured double-wide community, so all could afford lovely retirement life. Looking forward to see how big the villages grow. Yep, it did start out that way. It actually started out with some, real estate by mail order real estate. And those lots they still exist, but we'll talk about those after the mid-show break. I'll be back in just a minute, folks. Thanks for sticking with today's broadcast of Gold Wingnut Live. Pardon me for just a minute while I go grab a fresh cup of coffee and stretch my legs and back. While you're waiting, let me ask you a quick question. Are you building a new home in the villages and need someone with a trained eye to watch the construction for you and send you regular updates? Then contact me through my website, Wingnut.com, and arrange for a photo-video package of your new home. I've nearly 20 years experience as a construction project manager, and I've been offering this valuable service to residents for over 6 years. I know the work the various trades are doing, and I know when the work is being done right and when it's not. Fortunately, serious issues are rare, but even the most minor issues are better caught during construction than during closing. I'm not just taking pictures of your home like others do. I'm watching your home being built with a trained eye to ensure everything is done right. So go to goldwingnut.com and arrange for your package today. Now let's get back to the broadcast. Here's a great home that's on the market. It's at 3753 Coin Loop in the village of Hammock at Finney, right next to the Red Fox and Gray Fox golf courses. It's just a short drive to Magnolia Plaza, or if you really need to get there, it's just a short drive up US 301 to get to the Florida Turnpike. This home is a gardenia. It's one of the more popular floor plans here in the villages. It's almost 2,000 square feet, and it sits on a 2.5-acre pond. And the lot is big enough to have a pool if you want. It's got a stretched 2-car garage and golf cart garage with epoxy floors. With beautiful 12 by 24 tile flooring throughout the house and 42-inch cabinets in the kitchen. There's a breakfast nook in the front of the house, and at the back of the house, a beautiful, huge, oversized lanai. It's nearly 28 by 17 feet, and it has a finished epoxy floor also. This house isn't move-in ready. It's move-in ready and enjoy the village lifestyle today. It's got most of the upgrades done to it that most people do. It's got beautiful landscaping. It's got the epoxy finished driveway and garage and lanai and front sidewalk, custom closets. It's a split floor plan, so you have your privacy, and if you have guests or family coming to stay a day or two, they're in a separate part of the house. And going out to that lanai, it has stacked sliding glass doors. Now, what's a stacked sliding glass door? That means that the doors go all the way open. So instead of just having 1 or 2 panels go open, all 4 come open, and you have a wide entrance into the lanai, which really helps bring the whole house together. This beautiful home truly is the quintessential Florida retirement home. If you're interested in seeing it, contact Star or Rihanna and ask for your personal showing. All right, we're back. I put on a new shirt so you can see my abs, my six-pack. No, the 6-packs I got in my abs are not the ones you want to see. Sorry. All right. Let's see. Okay, we got a couple more comments here, and there's some good ones. A really good question here. Let's see. Our home is in the unincorporated part of Sumter County. Is there a chance this area would ever be added to Wildwood for city taxes? There's two chances, probably slim and none. The residents get a say in that, and to be annexed into the city, it would take a request for the annexation, and that I don't ever see it happening. Sorry, yeah, just no. Let's see. Hope I live long enough to see it continue to grow. I do too. You know, I think the Villages is definitely going to outlive me, but we'll see, because I mean, I was talking with a friend yesterday, and if I go by family history, my dad was a 2-pack a day smoker, and he lived to be 82. My mom lived to be 84. Her mom was, oh my gosh, 96 when she passed away. So there's some long life, but hopefully it carries over to this branch of the family. Victoria wants to know, is Middleton finished building? No. Let's go over back up to the web page, and we'll look at the map. I gotta find it. There it is. So here's Middleton. This whole area over here, all this is under construction. They're still building homes in this area up at the top, Victoria. But let me zoom out a little bit. But this whole area over in here, so here's Landstone. So this is all already, I mean, this is all plotted out, and this over here. So they've got a lot more to go. They did cut it to a quarter of the original size for Middleton 24, or excuse me, Middleton A. But you know, we're still talking 2,000 homes. It's a huge, huge area. So not for a long time. Let's see. Yeah. Pluto Ludo says, not by a long shot, Victoria. That I agree. Yeah, I mean, if you if you watch the last video, I shot some footage of the two bridges that they're building over, maybe just one of them. One is for Bar Boulevard, and the other one is it Bexley? One is Bar. Yeah, the other one is Bexley. They both cross over Dry Creek bed and continue to the west and south. So yeah. Greg wants to know what's being built next to Wawa at Powell and 466A. I don't know. I went looking for it, and maybe I didn't dig back far enough in the permitting process, but I didn't see it. I'm not sure what's going in there. I will tell you that area is definitely matured since I moved here 11 years ago. I mean, there used to be nothing up there, and now it's going crazy. I will tell you what is growing though. The Twisty Freeze over there next to the Circle K on the Villages side. So it's going to be that ice cream store it looks like a round ice cream cone. They've broken ground on that. It'll be in the next video. But yeah, so that's happening. Let's see. Muskie says, and if anybody hasn't eaten at Middleton 24 yet, I can definitely recommend dining experience. The food with the ambience, relaxed dining, reminds me of dining at Napa Sonoma. Wow. Okay. Yeah, Debbie and I ate over at Middleton 24 when it first opened. Very good eating. We also have eaten over at Prime and Ember. Also very good eating. All right. Here we go. Greg says, looks like the ice cream place, yeah, has started work. Don't forget about up north with all the activity in the Eastport and Middleton areas. You know, as I see things happening up north, I definitely try and cover them. Right now, things are kind of quiet up at the north end. I'm sure that up around 466, there'll be more commercial properties being built. but I don't see anything on the near-term horizon. Let's see. Iram says, "Hi Dawn, do you know why we get the sewer smell in the bathroom sinks? Is it just my house in Moultrie Creek verandas, or do other people have the same issue?" Interesting. If you were getting sewer gas coming up, you may want to have there's a vent that goes up to your roof, and it's designed to vent gases, and it goes inside a trap inside the wall. I would make sure that that's not plugged. You know, there maybe a bird built a nest in it or something like that. That might cause some pressure backed up. But I have not heard of anybody having that problem. Trust me, if we had the problem in our house, Debbie would let me know. I would be tracking it down. Interesting question here. Do you have insight into the average worth of new villagers? Someone told me that most of the people in the villages are millionaires. I have no insight, but you know, let's be realistic, okay? Typical house at the South End, let's call it $500,000, okay? Most of those homes, or a good portion of them, better than 50%, as I understand it, are paid for. They don't have mortgages, which means that's a $500,000 asset. To have $500,000 in your retirement fund is not something difficult to do at our age. You know, most people our age have, and if they're living in the villages, they've planned. Being a millionaire, it's not a difficult task. Being a multimillionaire, that's where you want to be. That truly is where you want to be, because then you have, But to actually be a millionaire, my understanding is that we have an extremely high concentration of millionaires based on having a net worth of $1 million. But is it hard to do? In my opinion, no. I honestly didn't start saving for my retirement until I was about 40. And having a net worth of $1 million, I know a great many people that have that. And it's not hard to do. A millionaire isn't what it used to be. You're right. All right. Let's see. This is from Sharon. She says, we just closed in Linden Villas. It was great to see a minimum of 1 month rental. If you choose to rent a courtyard villa, this will eliminate Airbnbs. Hey, Sully, can you come over here? Come on up here. Come on up here. Come on. No, you're not going to jump. Any other time? Okay. There's this dang AI system blocking out my Sully. But, all right, you can put your head on my lap. I don't know. Where is Linden Villas? I'm not sure where that is. But, yeah, it's good to see that they're putting in those deed restrictions. That's becoming a little more common to see the additional deed restrictions about rentals. Ludo says, I agree. We'll buy a home as young as you can, pay off debt as you go over the decades, and invest as much as you can. Work sponsored. Work sponsored 401k, Roth IRA, etc. Invest and forget. I agree. I'm a huge follower of Dave Ramsey. I am at baby step 7, which is to give and as much as I possibly can, and enjoy life. Baby step 7 is the final step. I paid off my mortgage. I have a little bit of consumer debt. I got my truck. My truck is scheduled to be paid off in less than 3 years. I'm throwing extra at it every month. I've already knocked off 6 months off the end of my my loan, and I've only had the truck 3 months. So I'm just going at it like gangbusters. I hate having debt. I don't even own bonds. You know, well, I do have one bond. That's the one for my house. That's the one I hate. But it is what it is. In my investments, I try to avoid bonds because bonds are somebody else's debt. If I don't want that, why would I want to have somebody else's debt in my portfolio? Let's see. I live in the village. Muskie says, I live in the villages and far, far, far from a millionaire. My mom and I always say we are living in a millionaire's luxury vacation resort while on a pauper's budget. You know, if you watch how you spend, you can live here very reasonably. Yeah. Victoria, thank you very much. I appreciate the donation. Can't wait for you to get here. Val, excuse me, hiccups now. Val, sorry, what are you doing in here? You're just standing here. He's got his head on my lap. Let me see if I can raise it up. Let's shift to a different camera. Maybe we can get him. I'll find it here. There's the camera I'm looking for. Let's see. Oh. Okay. He saw the camera and ran. All right. And I do have a shirt on. That was not me. All right, back. All right. Let's see. Val wants to know, is Genesis coming to Middleton? Someone posted it, but didn't see anywhere else. It was actually in the Daily Sun the other day. It will be in 163 when it comes out. I just started working on 163. I've been running my tail off for the last 2 weeks between Thanksgiving and that. Yeah, and we talked about it earlier in the show. Let me pull it back up, just because I know a lot of people are interested in it. That's good. And we go back to the web browser. Yeah, the Genesis gym is going right here in this big tongue here. This is Landstone, Central Parkway across the top. This is Gartner here. So, and this is Moultrie Creek over here. All right. Let's see. I saw the guardhouse being built at Bush and Central Parkway. I saw that too. I saw it in the rain when I was driving. So it's like I couldn't even get I had the drone with me. Actually, I had 2 drones with me, and I couldn't get it out and fly it just because my drones aren't waterproof, and I'm not taking chances. I just bought a new one. I got a great buy on it, and it's got some interesting capabilities. I've just started flying it, so we'll see. I have one shot planned. If you saw my night shot through Eastport a couple weeks ago, and I flew through the golf cart, wait till you see the next time I fly through it. It'll really be great. All right. Here we go. We got some more. Okay. Pete says, speaking of bonds, why do the villages not include infrastructure costs in the price of a new building like everyone else does? That way, those with a mortgage could claim it on their taxes. It's about cash flow, okay? It truly is about cash flow. You're going to pay the price no matter what, so you're right. It is done more and more throughout the state of Florida. The ability to do bonds under the community development districts was a great addition. What was the name of it? I'll look at the map while I'm talking. But the bond allows the developer to be paid as the infrastructure is put in. That allows him to have better cash flow for doing things like golf courses and recreation centers. A gentleman by the name of Moyer, yes, the Moyer Recreation Center up by the Walmart Neighborhood Market is named after him, was instrumental in the development of that section of the Florida law that allows the district governments to do bonds. But really, if you think about it, the infrastructure costs are huge. You know, I'm trying to think. I believe it's close to $500 million for CDD 15 between the two phases. It's a lot. So that's a lot of debt to sit on, and try and reclaim. CDD 15 has been selling now for, wow, how long has it been? 2 years now, yeah. And they still wouldn't have regained that money. It is definitely a much better process. Honestly, what you're saving on your taxes. I mean, if you need that little bit of extra tax savings, refinance your home and take a little extra cash out and include the bond. That would be the easiest way to do it. Then you get to claim the interest. Personally, I never liked having a mortgage. I didn't like the idea of paying the bank $10,000 a year just so I didn't have to pay the government $1,000 a year. I'd rather pay the government $1,000 a year in additional income taxes than have that tax write-off. But I have an aversion to debt. Pete Byers would have to pay the credit and pay to have the credit and be able to qualify for a higher mortgage amount. Yeah, that's true too. Good point, Pluto Ludo. It would be a bigger note. Personally, if we didn't have the bond, we wouldn't have the villages. I truly, honestly, in my heart believe that because of the ability to do the bonds, the ability to be successful as a development was greatly enhanced. When I lived down in Haines City before I moved to the villages, this was 20 years ago, there were a little farther from my house, there were 2 golf courses that didn't operate anymore because the developer couldn't afford to finish them. Not an uncommon thing. It was always, well, this is going to be the 5th hole. No. Here in the villages, those golf courses are built ahead of time. Yeah, it's just, it's a good process. Most people don't understand why. Well, she says, my friend lives in a community that includes the bond in the home and has taken a decade plus for the recreation center to be built, and another one developers went bankrupt, some amenities not built. Yep, exactly. Dawn, any idea, this is from Angel Eyes, Dawn, any idea when they will open the next section of lots in LaGrange? I've been wondering that too. They just opened up some verandas in Edenfield, and I know that's what they're doing. Let's go ahead and take a look at the homes, because one of the things to watch is when they start pulling homes or they start pulling unsold lots off the market, and they target them then for spec homes. When they start doing that, something's coming up. So when we go back down here, I'm gonna switch the screens.
It's 16 hours.
So let's zoom in on LaGrange. So you can see there's still a few in the early sections of LaGrange. There's still a few lots, the brown dots. Those are inside lots. Really, yeah. If you're looking to build a custom build on a home, we got lots anywhere from $9,000 to $19,000. That's pretty cheap. And then going over to the last section of LaGrange that they listed, there's still quite a few lots down here. Right now they're selling, oh wow. So right up here, these right here are the verandas that just went up for sale this past week. What else is coming? So I think they're building here and here. So yeah, I mean, oh yeah. Well, they got all these. Oh, they just opened up these too. Look at that. I didn't even notice that. But so those are more houses. So pardon me. So in answer to your question, I would say after the new year. That's going to be my best guess. So Victoria says, do most people pay the bond up front, or is that a bad idea? There's a lot of different schools of thought on paying the bond. Okay. The note isn't too bad. My last house, it was like a 3% note. I think on the Moultrie Creek house, it's a 5% note, somewhere in that neighborhood. If you can invest your money and make a better interest rate by, I'll just throw a rule of thumb out here, 3%. If you can make 3% more on your money than the interest rate of your bond, then don't pay off the bond. Okay. My last house, the rule of thumb I used was if after 6 years I was still in the house, I was going to pay it off because I figured I wouldn't be moving. So I did. Life throws you twists and turns. Will I pay off the bond on the new house? Probably. I just don't know when yet. I'll take that. I'll use the 6-year rule again. But again, some people pay it off. I know many people who have paid off their bond when they bought the house. They didn't want the debt. They didn't want it. They had the cash on hand. Paying it off sometime after, that's entirely up to you. Again, depends on what your money's doing and how you like your exposure to debt. I mean, it's the good thing is it's not going to go up. The interest rate is not going to go up. If anything, in 10 years, the interest rate will go down because they can reissue the bonds at the 10-year point. And Kenny Blocker, he's our district manager. He's a great numbers guy, and he has saved Village's residents millions of dollars by working with the bonding companies to bond issuing companies, not like bonds, like the sheriff's office, sorry, to get bonds reissued. So it will go down. They normally do. Anyway, what else we got? Man, I can't believe it's already 4 o'clock. It's 4 minutes after 4. Make sure we talked about everything. Oh yeah, at the opening I meant to talk about this. There was a little thing about snowbirds. Please, that was purely meant in jest. I have lots of friends who are seasonal residents. I don't like to use the term snowbirds too much because it has a negative connotation. All my friends that are seasonal residents are all great people. Yes, when it does add to the traffic, it does add to the wait time, but it's not a bad thing. I always enjoy when my seasonal friends come back, the golfing group. A lot of the guys are coming back now, and it's good to see them again. Except they poke too much fun at my golf game, but yeah, my golf game's a joke anyway. So, but I don't have any ill will towards our seasonal residents. If anything, I love them because they pay their amenity fee year-round. They pay their maintenance assessment year-round. That lowers the burden on the people that are here full-time. And when they go away, you know, my rule of thumb is the love bugs. When you see the love bugs come in the spring, the snowbirds are leaving. And when you see the love bugs come back in the late summer, autumn, the snowbirds come back. Yep. Yeah, Craig says seasonal folks pay the bond or their fees year round. But man, going out to eat during the summertime is a snap. Oh yeah, thank you, Muskie, for bringing that up. So we did the firefighters Thanksgiving dinner. It was a huge success. We've heard positive feedback from all the fire stations. Muskie was one of my station coordinators. They did a great job. We'll be presenting checks with them at a later date. I was going to do it at Tuesday's County Commission meeting, but I talked to the attorney, and because I run the foundation, it can bring too many questions, so I scrapped that idea. I'm trying to work out something now. I'll talk to Chief Twiss and Chief Hansen, and we'll work something out. So they're each going to get a check for about $2,500. All right. Roxy says, Roxy wants to know, did you receive the photos from the Thanksgiving firefighters dinner from Penny? Yes, I did. I have them all. They're in a folder. I've been out of town a couple of days, and yesterday I was completely swamped with the 2 parades and taking pictures and that. I have not had an opportunity yet to throw the video together. I hope to get it put together early this week, and I will post that as a separate post. Yeah, we got great photos from pretty much all the fire stations. There was a ton of food, and my thanks go out to the hundreds of people who donated food and the people who donated cash. We covered all our expenses. The cash helped pay for the turkeys. Four Rivers, Lowe's, they were great contributors. But now we're getting ready for Christmas. The county commissioners are getting together. We're gonna buy Christmas dinners. It's gonna be a ham dinner for all the fire stations, and we'll deliver it on Christmas Eve. So if you'd like to contribute to those efforts, it'll go through the 501c3, the Gold Wingnut Foundation, and we'll use that money to supplement whatever we need to cover all the costs. I think we're looking at close to $2,000 is what it's going to cost us to do all the Thanksgiving dinners. Yes, again, thanks everyone for the help, because man, it was a huge success. Some of the fire stations got so much food, it was mind-boggling. All right, speaking of food, I missed lunch today, and because I was working on the ad for the house that's for sale. I know people saw the ad and they're wondering why am I talking about resales. I don't work for the villages. I don't get any funding from the villages for what I do. What I talk about is to help you all have accurate information for buying a house. Buying a house, some people want new, some people want pre-owned. If you're buying new, your choices are simple. If you're buying pre-owned, I highly recommend get 2 realtors. Get yourself one from the village's real estate listings and one from the MLS listing. That way you have access to all the resales, because the MLS can't sell VLS homes and VLS can't sell MLS homes. So this way you get to see all the offerings that are available. Star approached me and I said, let's see what we can do. So we're gonna try doing that for a little while, see what happens. Let's see, appreciate all, thanks, all you do, Dawn. It's people like you that make villages great. I do what I do because I believe in giving back. And I got some other things in the works that I'll be announcing probably right after the new year. I'm trying to glean some information to know how big of a project I'm getting ready to undertake. But it's another charitable thing that I'm trying to do. You know, you see up in the corner the Tunnels to Tower, Paws of War, Wounded Warriors, and I didn't get it up there today, but Folds of Honor now receives a monthly stipend from me, and I will continue to do that as long as I can continue to breathe. With that being said, let's call it a day, folks, because I'm starving, and we'll see you all next week. As always, I'll remind you that life is short and power is fleeting. Physical beauty lasts but a short while, and all those who live long enough will also become weak and very vulnerable at some point. So let us be humble. Let's help the sick, help the weak, help the vulnerable. Because one day we too will exit the stage. So let us do it with humility, dignity, honor, and the knowledge that through our actions we have left this world a better place. I'm Don Wiley. Have a great day. We'll see you all next week. And I got new sweaters for next week already. Take care. Thanks for watching today's broadcast of Gold Wingnut Live. These weekly broadcasts and the construction update videos are two of the ways I bring information to you about the construction happening here in the villages. At Gold Wingnut Productions, I also provide a photo-video service for new homes under construction. If you're building a new home in the villages and you need someone to watch the construction for you and send you regular updates, then contact me through my website, goldwingnut.com, and arrange for a photo-video package of your new home. I've nearly 20 years in the construction industry as a project manager, and in the last 6 years, Gold Wingnut Productions has provided this valuable service to over 300 homeowners. I know the work the various trades are doing, and I know when the work is being done right and when it's not. I'm not just taking pictures like some do. I'm watching your new home build with a trained eye to help ensure everything is done right. So go to goldwingnut.com and arrange for your package today, and I'll see you next week right here at Gold Wingnut Live.
In Hawaiian, you don't call yourself your pet's owner. You are their kahu. Kahu has many meanings. Among them, guardian, protector, steward, beloved attendant. Basically, someone entrusted with the safekeeping of something precious, something cherished. What a kahu protects is not their property. What they protect is a part of their soul.
Isn't it crazy that humans get to shape our whole life?
Right. Like we show up as little puppies.
And they're basically holding our whole future. We don't know anything yet. No routines, no rules, no idea what's safe. We just trust them.
And the wild part? Science says how they treat us literally changes our brain. If we grow up scared or confused, our brains go into survival mode. That's when puppies get that blank, distant look, not because we're bad, but because we're overwhelmed. But when humans raise us with love, with calm voices, belly rubs, bedtime cuddles, our brains light up differently. We grow new pathways for confidence and curiosity. That's why loved puppies become smart, goofy troublemakers. Not because we're naughty, but because our brain finally feels safe enough to explore. And routines help too. Walks, treats, kindness, it builds what scientists call secure attachment. Yeah, it teaches us the world isn't scary. Like that rescue puppy who flinches at hands. He's not broken. He just didn't get the love early on that rewires the fear.
But puppies raised with kindness? We learn to read your emotions, match your energy, and trust you with our whole heart.
Scientists even found we make more oxytocin, the same love hormone babies make with their parents. So when you choose patience over punishment, you're not just training a puppy. You're building the dog we'll grow up to be.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great week.